Today, I am going to cook a popular Vietnamese rice dish, which is often known as com tam or broken rice literally. You can hear the birds singing in the background. The grilled pork chop will be soft and shining. We will have to marinate them in a special way so that they will taste great with other vegetables and especially with a cup of fish sauce. Marinating pork chop is totally different from marinating beef. Today we marinate the pork chop for eating with broken rice. Here is the kind of boneless pork you often find in the market. The Vietnamese or Asian markets also have the pork chop cut a little thinner. You can ask the meat department and the butcher there will show you the right pork chop for broken rice. Either pork chop or pork similar to this one is okay. The meat I am using today has little fat inside. The other pork chop may have fat on the outside and you can trim off the fat if you want to. This meat I am using is similar to the Kobe beef because it has some fat and some tendon inside the meat. I'd like it better. I wash the meat and pat it dry. In my town, the pork with some fat inside is more expensive than the lean pork. This type of meat has fat and tendon, so you need to cut the tendon and fat like this to keep the meat stay flat. I only found this tip lately. If we cut the meat like this, it will stay flat during cooking and it will look nice. For busy people, you can marinate the meat and leave it in the refrigerator for cooking later when you get home from work. It saves you time. You can marinate it on Sunday and cook it 2 or 3 days later. Remember when you wash your meat, use the coldest water so your meat will stay fresh longer in the refrigerator. First I will grind the chili to make fish sauce. Generally with chili, I should grind at home or chopped at home because doing so is first it is fresh, secondly it is clean. A tablespoon of chili with a tablespoon of 5% vinegar. This is for the chili sauce later. Now it is time to make the ingredients for the fish sauce. First is the purple onion. 23 grams. Garlic. 16 grams. And some of you ask why you need to weigh onions with chili and garlic. Because some of you will cook with more meat for a bigger crowd, and you can multiply the ratio. These ingredients are good for 800 grams, or 2 pounds of meat today. Please remember that. Three tablespoons of Maggi soy sauce. Each tablespoon is 10 milliliters or 10 grams in weight as you can see. Different brands of soy sauce have different salinity. So please adjust the amount of your soy sauce accordingly. 3 tablespoons of my Maggi weights 30 grams. Today I marinate the pork chop using traditional recipe. Some people have different recipe. You can try new recipe after this. This is MSG, 1 teaspoon. 1/3 teaspoon salt. Little pepper. 5 spice powder or ngu vai hung. You can do 1/2 tsp, or 1/3. Today I use half. And some sauté chili. Do you still remember the chili sauté? I taught you how to do it the day before. If not, just cook a little chili in some oil. I will take 1 tablespoon of sauté chili. Take about 1 tablespoon more the oil only. A total of 2 tablespoons chili sauté. This sauté chili has some shrimp in it. You can refer to my other video for making shrimp sauté chili. And some lemongrass if you are okay with it. I use 1 tablespoon dried lemongrass or grind lemongrass. Now I will put everything in a food grinder. In case you do not have a food grinder, you have to grind it manually and extract the juice out of the mixture. For the lemongrass, it is 10 grams. I often use frozen lemongrass and cut it with scissors like this. Add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar or palm sugar. About 10 grams. Remember, you can either grind the mixture with a grinder, or do it manually then extract the juice. Otherwise, the garlic, onion and lemongrass will easily be burned during cooking. This is how to prevent your pork chop from burning during cooking. Please keep that in mind. Now apply the spice mixture on the meat wearing gloves. Use your hand to pat and mix the spice evenly. In the old day, there was no food grinder for the spice, and I had to press the spice mixture hard to extract the juice. Now it's much more convenient. In the restaurant, a lot more spice is used. But at home, this kind of marination is okay. Your pork chop will taste good. Minimum time to marinate is 30 minutes. But you can leave it longer inside refrigerator. Maybe up to 3 days. Remember to cover it up. Today I only marinated for 30 minutes during which I prepared pickles and vegetables and cooked the rice. Pickles can be made with white radish or kohlrabi and carrots. Wash and peel the skin. Finished grated carrots weigh about 100 grams. Kohlrabi 350 grams. I often see people shred the strands a little big. This tool is very helpful. Without it, you have to slice it manually, like this. One teaspoon of salt is 6 grams. 1 tablespoon of sugar 12 grams. I want to marinate the pickle quickly, so I use 100 milliliters of 5% vinegar. If you marinate the pickle longer, remember to reduce the vinegar to half. Use very cold water, 200 milliliters. Leave the pickle there. For fish sauce mixing, you can use less salt depending on your taste. Now pour 3 tablespoons of water, or 50 milliliters in a small bowl. Add 1/2 tablespoon sugar. 9 grams. Then stirred. Then add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. I use the Three Crabs brand. If you use a different brand of fish sauce, adjust the amount accordingly to avoid too much salinity for your mixture. Now, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce weighs 30 grams. In restaurant, the fish sauce will be cooked then left cooling down, and will be sweeter than my fish sauce. Because I do not like to eat sweet at home, so I do not add much sugar, and do not cook the fish sauce. Now you add the chili that you soaked in vinegar at the beginning of this video to the fish sauce. You will see the chili floating on top. That is because the chili was soaked in vinegar. This is a grill stove. I can grill indoors or outdoors. Some of you do char grill and your meat is burn. To avoid that problem, you have to first marinate correctly, then you have to cook correctly. When you grill charcoal, you will need to wait until after the char has been fully fired up. Only when the flame dies down then you can start to place your meat over the grill. If the flame is still big then it will burn your meat. That is a great tip I learned. Here I have water in the pan as you can see. The heating element of this electric grill can be unplugged and cleaned later. Remember to unplug before you clean. Do not clean the electrical part. Only clean the heating rod here. This tray has water so that when the fat drips there won't be smoke. This electric grill is very handy. You can grill anywhere and anytime. Okay, I have prepared everything. I already cooked the rice separately. Oh, there is one more thing. I need a bowl of extra marinade sauce. For broken rice, some people will cook the omelette meatloaf, or egg cake, or a sunny side up egg. Today I only eat my rice with grilled meat. Now for the extra marinade sauce, I add a tablespoon of honey. Add a cup of hoisin sauce. 1/2 tablespoon. This sauce is often used with pho or beef noodle soup. Add 1/2 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Then soy sauce 1/2 tablespoon. Add a little oil from your sauté chili to create the vibrant and natural color for your pork chop. Then you mix everything together. While waiting for the oven to warm up, you can clean up the surface of your meat. To keep the pork chop from staying flat, you should flip or turn the pork chop every 2 or 3 minutes. You grill all pork chop at once or you can grill them one after another. When your pork chop is almost done, turn down the heat of your grill. If you grill with charcoal, you must spread out the charcoal to reduce the heat. Then brush the extra marinade sauce on the pork chop after you flip or turn it over, like this. Remember to reduce the heat of the grill or your pork chop will burn. Brush the pork chop, like this. Then brush the other side. Do you see the pork chop shining? Brush the pork chop some more. Almost done, and it looks so delicious. The color is vibrant. The pork chop is still juicy, not dried out. Isn't it delicious? Well, the pork chop looks so good. And now the meat is ready. The smell is wonderful. Vibrant color. Shining pork chop. And juicy. It's time to eat. I hope you have a great time. See you in the next videos. As you see, this pork chop is shining, juicy and so delicious. And this is the broken rice with pork chop. Looking great. And here is the fish sauce with chili on top. This broken rice is accompanied by the pickle we made earlier and other salad as well. You can add tomatoes and egg meatloaf, or egg cake, or sunny side up egg. Enjoy your meal. See you in the next video.